Good morning, YouTube. It's Saturday, September 3rd, 2016. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit more about condensation. Are you having any more problems with condensation in the truck camper? So I just wanted to give another update as to what I've been doing and what's been working and what have I learned here so far. So one of the first things that I've been doing, and I've done this for quite a while, but I'm just giving an update here, is I use the Dry Easy Air containers. I have one in this corner, and I also have an additional one over here in this other corner over here. And those collect a lot of the moisture from when I'm sleeping, when I'm inhaling, when I'm exhaling. I sleep my head at that end of the mattress, and they work very, very well. They absorb a lot of the moisture. You can buy replacement packs. I buy them when they go on sale. I can buy them at Buy-Mart for like $1 when they do go on sale, so that it's very, very cheap. And I just replace them as I go. So that works very well towards the front of the camper. As far as the other things that I've done, the mattress. I am using a layer of, it's called Hypervent Marine. That's the name of the company and the product, Hypervent. And I use a section of that underneath the mattress, and then I've gone a step beyond that and also use a sheet of pegboard. And some of you might be asking, okay, so why are you using pegboard? Well, pegboard, the reason for that is it has already holes pre-drilled in the pegboard, and then towards the front of the mattress, I actually went a step beyond that, and I bored larger holes in so it would provide even more ventilation. So that's the whole key here is ventilation, and especially under the mattress. If some of you were to ask me what was the number one mistake that I made when I first moved into my truck camper, this was it right here. I'd had some moisture that had developed towards the front of the camper, and because it wasn't because the mattress wasn't breathing, and I wasn't aware of that, I didn't realize that you needed to elevate these off the camper surface. So that's what I'm doing. It works great. It doesn't really limit my headroom with doing this at all. And the other thing that I do, and this kind of depends on a lot of the mornings. If it's a damp morning or we've had a rain that happened the following night, is I will crack open one of the generally this window up here. I'll just crack it open if I've got condensation buildup on the windows, and then I will just open up my fantastic vent fan, just put it on the number 1 setting, and I'll just kind of let it suck the moisture out. One of the things that I found this summer, and I don't know if it was more or less the summer, but I actually closed all of the vents. And I closed all the vents and all the windows, and I had no condensation inside the truck camper when I did that. So part of me thinks that almost when you leave a vent like this open at night, just leaving it open, you're actually allowing moisture to come into the camper, which you are. And so that cold moisture mixed with your warm breathing, your warm breathing at night, inhaling and exhaling, that could also be causing some of the moisture and the buildup happening on the windows in the camper. Okay, I'm in the wet bath right now. Another thing is just towels, wet towels. I do not put any more wet towels in the camper to dry out. So all of my towels from when I take showers, I hang them over the ladder outside the truck camper ladder, and I let them just air dry out there. So what that does is that eliminates bringing any more wet, damp moisture into the truck camper that's obviously going to permeate throughout the inside of the camper. So that's another no-no. That's another lesson that I learned, and that was another thing that I was doing, when I first moved into the truck camper. So that's another thing that, you definitely, in my opinion, you want to avoid. Leave all wet towels outside, let them air dry. So we're in the closet right now, and I just want to point out, one other thing that you just always got to be concerned about with when you're dealing with, moisture, condensation, dampness. For example, we've got this is the back side of the camper here, and this is a wall, and so there's no insulation or anything here. So, and I've got my my little clothes hamper, right up against it. But I have this little section of a hypervent. This is just kind of leftover piece that from the bed that I just kind of stuffed in here, and this just creates a little bit of a gap from any of this cotton material, rubbing up against the camper that could cause some condensation. So you've ought to always be aware of that. You never want any especially cotton materials touching against the cold surface, because that will create dampness and moisture. So that's another thing to always be aware of throughout your rig. So now I'm underneath the sink and the sink cabinet. And, it's not a bad idea to put another one of those little small containers of, damp rid or dry air container, such as in here, which I've done. And, I mean, it will collect moisture. So it's definitely not a bad idea to just stick another one inside your, inside the cabinets here. I don't really have a lot of problems in this area, but it is another good thing. It's another good thing to definitely do. So, yeah, those are all of the things that I can think of at this time. Another excellent resource to go and check out is there was an article that was published in Truck Camper Magazine. They're a huge but kind of a blog, not really a forum, but more of a blog post, and they really specifically talk mostly all things truck campers. If you go in there and you go to the search box and you type in condensation, there was an excellent article that was written with a lot of information in regarding to the subject of condensation in a truck camper. So I highly recommend that you all check that out. So until next time, guys, I hope this video helps you out, and we'll see you all later. Take care.